And we're going to wrap up Module 3 again with connections to school. Where are students learning these skills already in the classroom? Of course, the obvious one is English class. This is an entire course of study through years of school designed around communication, both written and verbal, and also helps with reading and listening comprehension. Also, math. Anytime that students are practicing with word problems, that's a great simulation for identifying key pieces of information in a set of instructions to apply to a certain problem. Any class with a group project. I harp on this in every module. Group projects are a great way for students to practice essential skills, but especially collaboration. And what goes in hand with group projects, any team activities. So sports, band, theater, things where students are required to work with one another to achieve a common goal. Now let's move over to the teacher side. What are some ways teachers can incorporate these skills into their regular curricula? So first, again, group projects. I know teachers are already using group projects, but if you can think of additional ways to incorporate group work, that's fantastic. We love that. Um, Something we also encourage is the use of team evaluations, where students evaluate the group members on their contributions and evaluate themselves. And we actually have a template for this in our resources page, and I'll give it a look right now so I can show you guys how it works. And it's in a Word document format, so you can edit it based on your needs. But here's a peer evaluation form. And so the idea is that each team member rates all the other team members on things like what did they apply the necessary knowledge and skills? Did they make creative contributions? Listening carefully to diverse views? Taking the initiative to scope the project? Again, you can edit this as you see fit for your class, but the real purpose of this document is to get students thinking about, what did I like about working with different people? Who made the most contributions, and what traits did they demonstrate when we worked together that I particularly enjoyed? And then a self-reflection piece. What was I good at? How much did I contribute? How are other people going to rate me? How could I be a better team member? This is an awesome way to get students to start thinking about essential skills. All right, going back to our grid here. Another takeaway is public speaking and interacting with professionals. So any chance you get to have students attend career fairs outside of class where they can, dress up and shake hands and speak with professionals or observe professionals, how do they behave, is great. Also incorporating presentations where students can practice dressing up and using professional language, body language, and communicating to an audience in a professional manner. That's wonderful practice. Um, Listening. We talked about how listening is like the foundational element of communication and collaboration. So using reading and listening comprehensions exercises. We just talked about how that's already happening in English and math, but any additional ways you can see doing that is useful. Another thing we have is a reflection form specifically for work-based learning, and I will share my screen with you again to show you what it looks like. But the purpose of this form is to create a framework for students when observing a work-based learning activity. So for this one, it would be a guest speaker or a site tour. But the idea is that we're creating a framework for them of, these are the key pieces of information you want to pay attention to. So it gives them an outline or a template to practice, to train their minds. Oh, this is what I should be paying attention to. This is important. So it just has really basic questions. So what kind of work does this speaker's organization do? What kind of job does the speaker have? What classes are relevant to this field? What traits are necessary to succeed in this person's field? So you get the idea, and it's 2 pages. But again, just a little thinking framework for students to help them practice their professional listening skills. And then last but definitely not least, this one was a surprising one that came out of the research for this module, journaling. has been shown, I mean, obviously journaling helps with communication, but it's actually been shown to be very effective in helping people reduce stress and manage their emotions. So it's a wonderful tool for helping people with that emotional intelligence piece and that keeping of a positive attitude and keeping calm in difficult situations. So again, if there's any way you can incorporate journaling, it's a great tool for essential skills. And then lastly, of course, we have our graduate profile. So with regards to communication, collaboration, and emotional intelligence, we want to see students graduating high school with the ability to speak and write confidently to professionals using appropriate language, body language, and tone to convey a point or articulate emotions. Um, Students should be able to identify and comprehend key information in a set of instructions. And then, of course, they need to be able to collaborate effectively as a group. Thank you so much. I will see you in Module 4, Dependability and Workplace Etiquette.